If you're a woman over 40 and you're still training like you did in your 20s, listen up. Your body has changed. And if you don't change your approach, you will lose bone and muscle mass. I am Neesha, a fitness trainer who helps women at any age feel strong and powerful. Today, I will show you why strength training is non-negotiable if you're over 40, what to prioritize, and exactly how to train smart to keep muscle, protect bone, and stay strong. Whether you love lifting or you don't. We'll cover the science, short and simple, 6 compound exercises to prioritize, progressive overload methods that actually work, sample 3 full body workouts, and the nutrition and recovery rules you must follow. Stick around and I'll also give you quick home variations. First, let's talk about why things change after 40. After 40, many women notice that they are not bouncing back the way they used to. That's real because our sex hormones like estrogen and androgens decline during midlife and menopause. And that accelerates both muscle loss and bone loss. Life also gets busier, stress rises, and recovery often declines, all of which makes maintaining muscle and bone harder than it used to be. The good news is these are not inevitable if you prioritize strength training and the right nutrition. Let's talk about how strength training prevents age-related muscle loss and bone loss. Resistance training is the single most powerful strategy to preserve and rebuild muscle mass and strength in older adults. Multiple systematic reviews and meta-analysis show clear gains in strength, muscle quality, and function when older people follow progressive resistance training program. And for bone, regular targeted resistance training and weight-bearing training helps maintain or even increase bone mineral density in post-menopausal women. That reduces fracture risk over time. I want to quickly take this time to talk about why the glutes matter for longevity and aging gracefully. Glutes aren't just for aesthetics. They are the biggest muscle group you have and a key to balance, gait, and preventing sideways falls that cause hip fractures. Research shows hip abductor or glute strength is strongly related to balance and lower fall risk, which is a major determinant of a long-term independence. Stronger glutes means you have better stability, safe landings, less stress at the femoral neck during a fall, and a better functional movement for everyday life. Let's quickly talk about what to prioritize in your strength training program. Number 1, prioritize compound lifts. These are things like squats, lunges, deadlifts, RDLs, overhead press, push-ups, or chest press, and vertical or horizontal rows. Compound moves give the biggest functional return for your time. Number 2, as I mentioned before, glute training is important. Always include glute dominant work. These could be things like hip thrusts or glute bridge or single leg bridges or step ups, because glutes are critical for power, posture, and fall prevention. Number 3, progressive overload is non-negotiable. You must challenge the muscle over time. Don't just go through the motions and move the weight from point A to point B. Just because you're lifting weight, it doesn't mean you're building muscle. Building muscle requires a lot more intention and effort. Progressive overload over time could mean more reps, move from 6 to 8 to 10, 12, or 15 reps. More sets, more weight, go heavier when the last rep is manageable. Or slowing down the eccentric portion of an exercise, 3 to 4 seconds lowering phase. So for example, if you're squatting down, slow down the eccentric portion of the squat by going down in 3 to 4 seconds. Pause at the hardest position of an exercise. So let's take squat for example again. You can pause in the mid-range for 2 to 3 seconds. Use 1.5 reps or slow negatives for variety. Lastly, you can reduce or manipulate your rest times. The goal with progressive overload is to make sure that you're getting stronger over time. There are many other ways to progressively overload, but these are some of the common progressive overload techniques that I personally use in my training or with my clients' training. Since we're on the topic of progressive overload, I want to emphasize that you must track your exercise program. You need to be tracking every single week what exercise you're performing, how many reps you've done, what's the load you have lifted, and what was your rest time. If you're not tracking these things, you're not able to alter the variables on your next week's training. You always want to do your best to make some sort of improvement week to week. So if you're not tracking your lifts or your exercise program, you're not going to remember this. You can just take a simple notepad from dollar store and write these things down on a piece of paper, or you can track them in a notepad app on your iPhone. Number 4, train compound exercises early in the training. You want to make sure that you are doing these exercises when you are fresh and you have the most energy. You can add isolation exercises towards the end of your workout. Isolation exercises are things like biceps curls, triceps kickbacks or triceps push down, lateral raises, rear delt fly, and so forth. Add these isolation movements if you have the time at the end of your workout, but don't make them a priority in your workouts. Number 5, frequency. Aim for 3 full body strength sessions per week if you are under a time crunch. 4 sessions is great if you can recover really well. I wouldn't recommend more than 5 sessions per week as our recovery starts to slow after the age of 40. Let's talk about sets and reps. For strength, aim for 3 to 5 sets of 4 to 8 reps at a challenging load. For hypertrophy, aim for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. If you are newer, you can start with 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 and focus on form and then add the load over time. Don't rush to add more weight on the bar if your form is not good. Work on improving your form first. Focus on quality rather than quantity. Please remember to take a rest in between your sets. Most of us turn our strength training sessions into cardio. That is not the purpose of strength training. Strength training is to build lean muscle mass. If you are rushing from one set to another without taking proper rest in between, your performance and energy will suffer in second or any consecutive sets. You want to put forth the best effort you can in every single set that you perform. So make sure to prioritize rest anywhere between 90 seconds up to 3 minutes. I usually take longer rests for my compound exercises, sometimes 3 to 4 minutes, and I take maybe 60 to 90 seconds rest in between my isolation exercises. You can play around with your rest times to see how well you recover in between your sets. And if you're a woman over the age of 40 and you're trying to recomp your body, make sure to check out this video next. In this video, I go over details how to do body recomposition if you are in different stages of your life. Now I'm going to show you 3 full body workouts that you can do on a weekly basis. I will add these workouts on the screen so you can take a screenshot if you wish. Workout A would have some sort of squat variation, overhead press, bent over row or single arm dumbbell row, hip thrust, plank, or pal-off press. Workout B, deadlift or RDL, push-up or bench press, pull-ups or lat pull-downs or band row, split squat or walking lunges, glute bridges as a single leg finisher. Workout C, front squat or goblet squat, incline press or push-ups, single leg RDL or Romanian deadlifts, hip thrust, and you can add some isolation exercises like shoulder, lateral raises, or triceps pushdown. If you're training at home, use your own body weight, bands, or dumbbells, or a pull-up bar that you can add on top of your door frame. And make sure to listen to your body, reduce the load or intensity if you're not recovering well. Play around and see what works best for your body and your life. Now let's talk about nutrition and recovery. You can't out-train poor protein or recovery. After coaching and training many women, I've noticed that we women do not like to eat protein. Most of us enjoy eating carbs or fat, and we neglect our protein intake. Protein is a building block for your muscle. If your goal is to maintain your bone density, get stronger, and increase lean muscle mass, you need to prioritize your protein intake. Try to have 30 to 40 grams of protein at your main meals to maximize muscle protein synthesis. If you're unsure how to eat more protein, on my channel, I love to show you how to increase your overall protein intake as a vegan. I highly encourage you to watch this video and this video next, along with my full playlist of high protein plant-based meals. I will drop all these links in the description box below. I have mentioned this before on my channel. You have to make sure you are prioritizing your sleep and managing your stress. We don't build muscle when we're lifting weights. Our body repairs and grows when we are well rested and recovered. Go for gentle walks on your recovery days and do some mobility or stretching during this time. If you have bone concerns, make sure to get your blood work done. In most cases, I've noticed many of us are deficient in vitamin D if you're not getting enough exposure to sun. I like to supplement with vitamin D, omega-3, one multivitamin, creatine, and magnesium glycinate every single night. But everyone is different. This is what works for me. Get your blood work done and see what you're lacking. That way you can supplement accordingly. As a final reminder, if you are over 40 and you're working on changing your body composition, your journey is not about chasing skinny or comparing yourself to your younger self or anyone else. At this stage of our life, it's about building strength, power, and resilience so we can move confidently, protect our bones, and stay independent as we age. Strength training has to become part of your life. It's not going to be a quick fix. Consistency over a long period of time is always going to beat perfection. Yes, things may feel slower after 40, but slow progress is still a progress. Time will pass anyway, so why not use it to invest in yourself? If you want a personalized 12-week workout program that focuses on glute strength and progressive overload, then you can check out my personalized programs at mrsslimonplants.com. If you got value out of today's video, then please don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more fitness related content over 40 and high protein meal ideas. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.